Hi friends, this lesson is all about map skills, a compass rose. What is a map? Oh yeah, a map is a drawing of a place from high above. Now, I had my friend Sarah coming over to my house the other day, and I gave her a map so she'd find exactly where I was. And here I am down at my house, and when she called me, she's like, "Where are you? I can't find you." That's because Sarah was way up there. She was totally lost. And you know what? I was like, man, you have your map. If only there was a way to give you directions. Is there a tool on the map that can help us with directions? There is. And that's perfect because that's what we're learning about today. Our learning goal says, I can explain how to use a compass rose. Friends, this is a compass rose. Do you see that beautiful thing over here? A compass rose helps you with directions when you're talking about a map. These letters, N, E, S, and W, are all symbols for direction words. Let me tell you about them. At the top of the map, that would be the direction north. North is at the top, so north is always going to be at the top of my compass rose. Straight down from north is the south. If north's on the top, south is always going to be on the bottom. To the left of north and south is the west. See where the west is over by that house? The west is always going to be to the left. And then finally the east is on the right-hand side. It's right in between the north and the south, but on the right side. Now, you'll hear some funny things when people are trying to remember north, east, south, and west. Like, they might say some funny stories like, never eat soggy waffles. Isn't that funny? People say things like that because they want to make sure that their order of their compass rose, if they're filling one out, is always the same. Now, the really interesting thing about a compass rose is that north is always on the top. Now, if you're sitting in your classroom, this might get confusing because if north is always on the top of a compass rose and you're looking straight ahead, look straight ahead from your desk, friend. Yeah, that might not be north. You might be facing east. I mean, I don't know where your school is, and I don't know where you're sitting in your classroom. Maybe you moved around. So the thing is, people who've made maps have decided north will always be on the top. So that way, if you're holding your map and you know what direction you're facing in real life, you can use that to help you know your directions. So if you're ever filling out a compass rose, make sure you put north on the top. That's just one of those maps rules. Okay, so we have our direction words, north, east, south, and west. So how do we use the compass rose? Well, simple. We have to use words like starting at, and then we'll tell them where to go. So we have to give our friends what's called a marker. That means we have to give them a place to where they're going to begin. Otherwise, they don't know which direction they're going to go. So for example, I could say starting at. So my friend Sarah's up here. I could say starting at. I want to look for something close by her. Oh, okay. I'll say these mountains. So I could say, hey, Sarah, starting at the mountains. Now, if she's here and I want to go this way, I want her to go right. What direction is she going? Let's look at our compass rose. What direction goes right, friends? Yeah, east. So I could say, Sarah, starting at the mountains, go east. There, now she's going east. Perfect. Now she went east all the way to the river. And then I could say, Sarah, when you get to the river, I want you to go, well, I can't say down. That might be confusing for her. She might just sit down. Go, what should I say? Yes, if I went down on my map, that's south. So Sarah, once you get to the river, go south. Yay! Hey, friend! Do you see how I use the compass rose to help me give directions? Those are called cardinal directions, actually. I can say things like starting at, give them a marker or a place to start, and then tell them where to go using the direction words on my good compass rose. Our learning goal for today says, I can explain how to use a compass rose. And I really hope this video was helpful for you in doing just that.